takeaway from this session with school board members?
Well, I know their biggest concern, greatest concern, and I can understand why, is vouchers and taking money away from the public system and giving it to the private or homeschool or whatever. Public schools, they struggle enough as it is with funding for different programs that are actually working. For example, Early College High is an extremely great program here in the Madison County school system that Nathan Lewis is heading up. And they're underfunded. They need more funding to attract more kids to that. So that's why there was such a great concern and wanted to see where we were as legislators on vouchers.
What do you think, in addition to education, what are going to be at least a couple of the most significant things that are come before the legislature in this session?
On education?
No, other than education.
Oh, other than education. Well, okay, justice reform. That's going to be a huge subject, and that's one I'm involved with. I'm chairman of corrections in the Senate, so I'm going to be heavily involved with the governor on his initiatives as far as turning people around, and where the recidivism rate is much lower in our state. It's right now stands at about 47 or 48% of the people who get out will be going back within 3 years. That's unacceptable. We've got to take nonviolent offenders, give them more skills and tools that they can, when they get out, that they will be able to stay out and be a productive citizen again.
Got to ask you one last thing. You had a couple of House members this week that introduced a bill as far as legalizing medical marijuana. I know that's been somewhat of a lightning rod in our state. What do you think are the chances of that passing, and where do you stand? I know we talked about that a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I don't think it has a chance to pass. Medical marijuana, it still has a lot of issues. I think there's some people say they would take the cannabis oil without the THC being, it can't be above 0.3, I think. And there's some movement there, and I think some of that's even legal now below the 0.3. And I know there's some people that are going to be growing the hemp for industrial purposes and other purposes too, to extract some of the oil. But medical marijuana, I don't think that's going to probably grab hold this time.